Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Key Comics Market Watch. I am happy to have y'all back for part two of Haul 68 of the collection I bought. And before we get started, got this Racket Raccoon #1 on display just to remind all you new subscribers and anybody that still hasn't entered for a chance to win this book to go to my last prize winning video for your chance to enter for this book. So you have until November the 18th. So don't forget, enter. And make sure you go to Hall 66 in order to enter for this book right here, the Green Goblin Battle Lines. And go to Hall number 67 in order to enter for this Batgirl Josh Middleton cover. And you have till the 18th for that. And I'm going to give away a book in this video. So stay tuned. I don't know if it's going to be towards the end or the middle or the beginning. So watch the video and you'll find out which book I'm going to be giving away. And you can enter for this video. So thank you, everyone. Remember, don't skip the skippable ads. Check out my Amazon store and the link down at the bottom and in the comment section. And also, if you're a Lyft or Uber driver, check out the link down in the description to get Play Octopus and make extra money doing nothing. It's just extra money you're going to be making. You're going to be happy. So let's get this comic book haul started. So for the second part of this video, I have more books than the first one. So it's going to be a long video, everyone. So you're in for a treat. So, all right, the first book is Wildcats Convert Action #1. All right. And if you haven't seen part one of this, go check out part one. We have issue #2, which is the first appearance of Wetworks. Very important. All right. All right, we have Wildcats Convert Action Teams. What was this? The what is it? I don't know. It's a very thick book, by the way. So it's I think this might be a graphic novel. I'm not sure. I didn't get a chance to read it, but very thick book. All right. We got the Ferret #1 from Malibu Comics. Then we got the Ferret number. Hold on, let me see. All right, so this is #1, and this is #1. So I guess one of them might be a variant. I guess I'm not sure. I never had the chance to read the Ferret, so I haven't read none of the Malibu books. This is the Ferret #2. Then we got issue #3, and that's a newsstand. And this is a newsstand also. Issue #4, another newsstand. Then we have issue #5, not a newsstand. Issue #6. All right. Got to get around to reading these books, definitely. All right, we have issue #7. All right. Very happy this was in there. Alpha Flight 106, the first printing, where North Star comes out as being gay. So this book right here, I had just recently picked up a copy at Baltimore Comic-Con for $1. And to get this one for 55 cents basically is awesome. This deal, by the way, was $80 for all the books from part 1 and this video right here. So it was 154 books for $80. So about 54 cents a piece. Now this book right here normally goes for about $30. So very happy to get this book. Definitely a key book. Then we got X Mutants #1 from Malibu Comics. All right, we got Rise of the Midnight Sun, Spirits Avengers #1. All right. All right. We got Airman #1. All right. From Malibu Comics. X Factor 66 newsstand. Then we got X Factor 71 newsstand, and this is the first appearance of the new team, of this new X Factor team. All right. Then we got Action Comics Annual number 5, and this is actually the first appearance of Loose Cannon, which is him right there. First appearance, very under the radar first appearance, I will say that. This usually is in the dollar bin all the time, so I'm definitely, every time I see it, I try to pick it up. Another Young Blood number 2. First appearance of Prophet, and first appearance of Shadowhawk on the other side of the book. Always happy to keep picking that book up. Then we got the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles number 1 from Dark Horse Comics. Got issue number 2, issue number 3, issue number 4. So issue number 3 is missing. All right, we got issue number 5, issue number 6, and issue number 7, issue number 8. I'm going to have to get around to reading it because I basically have a nice run of it. And issue number 9. So I got 8 issues of it. So I'm definitely going to read it. If you guys read this book already and you've read this series, let me know in the comment section what you thought about this series. Because like I said, I love Indiana Jones. I grew up when the original Indiana Jones movies were coming out. So I definitely love Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. But they do bring out a new one. They definitely got to get a new person to play it because Harrison Ford's too old to be doing it. All right. Then we got the Incredible Hulk 279. All right. Now, this one came out in 1982, so I wish it was a direct instead of a newsstand. Then we got issue 381. Now, this is a newsstand, which I'm glad it is because, and also this is hold up, is this Del Cohen art? If I remember correctly, yeah, I think it's Del Cohen art, yep, and it's a newsstand. Happy about that. And if I remember correctly, I think it's the first appearance of them. But I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. I'm not 100% sure. Then we got issue 420. All right. Then we got Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, issue number 3. So there go what Harrison Ford used to look like. Alright, we got Wolverine 39. I'm trying to remember. That might be her first appearance, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright, we got issue 42. Then we got issue 43. And we got issue 48. But this one's a newsstand. And then we got issue number 50, the die cut cover. Very happy to get that. All right. Then we got Nomad number 1. In fact, yeah, Nomad number 1. We got Prelude to Death Watch 2000 Megalith. Number 0. Okay. Alrighty. Never seen that before. Okay. Now, I was very happy this was in there. This is Amazing Spider-Man 347. And it's a newsstand. Very happy about that. This is an iconic cover right here. Love it, love it, love it. Alright. We got Ravager number 1. Ravager number 1. Then we got issue number 2. Alrighty. We got Solo Avengers starring Hawkeye and Mockingbird issue number 1. Alright. Force Works number 1. Force Works number 2. Alright. We got Brigade number 1. Landerfield art. Alright. We got the Protector's Handbook number 1. So this tells you everything you need to know about each member of the Protectors. Alright. We got issue number 2 of the Protectors. And that one is a newsstand. And we got issue number 3, a newsstand. We got issue number 4. I actually like this cover right here of issue number 4. Then we got issue number 5 that actually has a hole like a bullet that goes all the way through the whole comic book. Yeah, I was like, oh man, it's crazy how they did that. Then you got issue number 6, which I'm digging that cover too. I kind of like that cover. And then you got issue number 7. Then you got issue number 8, which is a newsstand. You got issue number 9. And issue number 11, newsstand. Let me know in the comment if any of y'all have read the Protectors before. Because I've not, like I said, I haven't read nothing from Malibu Comics. Got a nice collection over here of Malibu Comics. So I think I'm going to take the time out to read it. And here goes issue number 12, which is a newsstand. Then we got issue number 13. Issue number 14. Issue number 15. Alright, that's all the Protectors. Then we got Hellstorm, Prince of Lies, issue number 1. Now I'm gonna tell you, I've read this and I like it. I like the whole run. Here goes issue number 2 and issue number 3. I definitely enjoyed it. Issue number 4. Alright. Alright, we got Youngblood 0. Alright, then we got Quasar issue number 22. Now this issue right here was really, really good. I really enjoyed this issue. In fact, it has Death Urge. If I remember correctly, Death Urge winds up killing Quasar in this book. But this book is just, it was a really good read. So if you see this book, get a chance, pick it up, read it. You'll like it. Definitely. Alright, we got the Batman Chronicles number 1. Alright. We got Man of War number 1, and that's a newsstand. Then we got Man of War number 2 newsstand. Another Malibu title. Issue number 3 newsstand. Issue number 4 newsstand. Issue number 5 newsstand. So a bunch of newsstands in here. Now number 6 is not a newsstand. It's just a direct. And so is number 7 is a direct. I actually like that cover right there. Alright, you guys, now on to the good stuff. Oh man, the whole reason why I got this collection is because of one of the books that's in here. In this collection right here. And like I said, it actually, he had it in the, a picture of it in the listing of this book was in that listing. That's why I was surprised nobody actually hit him up. I was the only one that hit him up, so I was very surprised. So let's get started with this nice pile right here of stuff that I'm excited about. Alright, so we got Silver Surfer number 50, and it's the newsstand. It's very hard to find this newsstand copy, I will say that. So very happy to find it in the newsstand. Usually it's always the direct copy that I always find. So to find this in the newsstand is, yeah. Same thing with issue number 55. It's a newsstand also. So very happy about that. Alright. And then I was happy he had this in there too. New Mutants number 1. Now this one's a newsstand. I wish it was a direct because when this came out, the direct market was less than the newsstand market. So Definitely wish this was a direct, but very happy to get New Mutants #1. I got probably like 12 copies now of issue #1. And I keep getting this book over and over. I wish this was another newsstand. Like, I have one newsstand copy, and I definitely think my copy is a 9.8, but I wish I could find another one that's a newsstand of this book. But I got plenty of the direct edition of this book. I have so many copies of this, but I don't mind keep picking this up because, as you know, this book right now at a 9.8 is at 150 bucks. So very happy about that. And this was a mass-produced #1 issue, so for it to be going for 150 is pretty good. So it's Spawn #1 is the book I'm talking about, and this is definitely a near mint copy. It looks awesome. Loving it, loving it. All right, and then they had issue #2, which is the first appearance of Violator. So happy about that. Then you got issue #3 and issue #4. Wish there were newsstands, but none of them were. But very happy to get that. Then we have Deathlock #1. All right. Then we got Excalibur. And this is the thick one this is basically the first appearance of Excalibur. Before their issue #1 of their monthly series came out. So this is the book you definitely want to be on the lookout for. If they do something with Excalibur, this book is going to get hot. And it's going to get hot along with this one too, issue #1, which is their first ongoing issue of their series. And it's also the first appearance of Widget. So definitely, and you see these little warhounds, their first appearances in this issue. You see them right there? Those are the warhounds. So definitely these two issues are sleeper issues, and you definitely need to get these two books now while they're cheap. Definitely while they're cheap. Yes. So very happy about that. All right. We got issue #2. Issue #3, and I've always loved this cover because that's really what the Juggernaut would do to Cat Britain. Would just be laying there. Realistically, he has no chance against the Juggernaut ever. Ever. All right, so I was really, when I saw this in there, I was like, this is hard to find in the wild. I never see it in the wild. And the reason why I never see it in the wild is because a lot of people would not cut the coupon out of their book and send it in to get this book. So it's Image 0. Very happy, and it's an all-white cover. And as you can see, it looks amazing. It looks great. Now, this book right here was only available if you cut out the coupon of issue #1 of any of the Image titles that came out at the time, and you had to mail it in order to get it. And a lot of people didn't do that, so there's not that many copies of this book just floating around. And this book is a $25 to $30 book raw. Now, graded is a whole nother story. I've seen 9.8s go for over 300 easy. Like, it's just a hard book to find. So if you find this book, definitely pick it up. Yes, definitely. All right, then we got Brigade #2. So how did I don't know how I didn't put that with issue #1. Might have to do that after this video. All right, we got the New Warriors #1. And it's supposed to be the first appearance of Night Thrasher, if I remember correctly, but I think that, I'm not 100% sure. It's supposed to be, but I'm not 100% sure. But this is definitely another sleeper book that you definitely need to get right now. If you see this book, pick it up ASAP. Let me see, when did this come out? In 1990. So the newsstand copy is the one you want for this one. But if you see it regardless, just pick it up. Pick it up. All right. We got another Cyber Force #1. Man, I got so many copies of this now. But like I said in my last, what was the haul video? Not this past haul video, but the one before that. I'm gonna keep picking it up every time I see it. Like I'm probably gonna have like 100 copies of this book eventually. But the great thing about it is that if they do something with Cyberblade, that Cyberforce that I think they're gonna do, this book would definitely jump, and it'll be good that I have that many copies that I could get graded and sell off. So definitely get them while you still see them. It's first appearance of all these characters, so it's definitely pick up this book. I mean, think of it this way: what if you would have picked up like when Carnage first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man? If you would have been picking that book up back then, and every time it was in a dollar bin, because that book didn't go for a lot instantly. It wasn't like it was just a hot book automatically. It took a while for it to get hot. So if you would have just been picking that book up on a regular, think of how many copies you could have had, and then you would have been sitting pretty with a nice profit of that book. So that's why I say if you see these books that are right now still going for a dollar, pick them up, man. Pick them up. Pick them up. Pick them up ASAP. ASAP. As many as you could get whenever you see them. All right, so I was very happy this was in there. It's the Human Torch #8 because this is a Bronze Age issue and it's actually in pretty good shape. So, but this is just basically a reprint of I think a Strange Tales story, if I remember correctly. But I love Bronze Age. You know how I do. Love them 25 centers, 20 centers, 30 centers, 35 center books. Love them, and I definitely love Silver Age books. So this is Ghost Rider, the Ghost Rider #5. Now this one is a little bit more on the beat up side, as you can see. But even in this shape right here, this book usually goes for about 20 bucks, even in this shape raw. And if I would get it graded, it'll go for more than that. But just happy to have it. All right, then we got Marvel Comics present Weapon X #75, Barry Windsor Smith art. Yes. Then we got issue #76. All righty, look at that cover. Pretty spectacular cover right there for Barry Windsor Smith art. All right, then we got Adventures into Fear #24 with the Mortibus with Blade in it. Now this copy also is kind of beat up, It's kind of beat up, So yeah, in fact, I already have a better copy of this book. So just to get a more beat up copy is, it is what it is. It's a good reader copy, put it like that. Same thing with this Daredevil 127. This one's really beat up also. It's a reader copy, but I already have this book. I got it from another collection that I bought, and that one is 9.6 all day in day. So I'm glad I got that. But this is a pretty good story. It's if you haven't read this story, I definitely suggest you read this book. Cause they go fighting, and the end of it, you're like, oh man, okay. It kind of reminds me of the Civil War, how that ended. This is kind of like, I think they took inspiration of that from this, because it's almost the same type of ending, almost. Then we got the Savage Dragon #3, where he battles Bedrock. Now this is supposed to be the first work of Jason Campbell. His name was different back then, and he basically did is a page in the back of advertising, and he did that art on that advertising. So, all right. Then this one right here. I'm so happy to get another one of these, man. Darkhawk #1. Happy to get them again. Another one. This book is hot. I'm telling you guys, it's hot. It was in the dollar bin for so long, and now this book is hot. So this is another example of when you see a dollar issue and it's a #1 to introduce a new character. Even though it's not hot right now, you need to pick it up, because if you would have been picking this book up when it was in $1, and man, do you know how much this book is going for now? It's definitely not in the dollar bins. I can tell you that. You're not gonna find this book in the dollar bin, and if you do, you're lucky. I will say that. And I'm definitely looking for a newsstand copy of that book. All right, and this one also. This is the book that actually was on the picture of the listing that made me want to go see, the rest of this collection. So I'm very happy I went to see this collection. So it's just the Infinity Gauntlet #1. That's all it is. Now I've had this. In fact, in my last collection, I had like 10 copies of this book. When it first came out, I got so many of them because I was loving this cover. The cover is what made me want to buy multiples of it. And back then the books were $1, $2. They were real cheap. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't mind getting a rack of them. This one, if I remember correctly, was a little bit more, $2.50. Yeah, but it didn't matter to me. I just loved the cover, and plus, Thanos was always a character that I liked. In fact, the reason why I was so happy when this came out is because I had the Thanos Quest 1 and 2. And when that finished, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see what happens next. So when this was announced and it came out, I went crazy with it and just grabbed as many as I could, because I really was, yeah. And I wish I still had that collection, but picked up another one. Very happy about that. He also had issue #2. So issue 1 and 2. And then last but not least, we got... Nah, I'm just playing. Ain't no yeehaw about this book. I'm just playing with you guys. Because it's just Gravestone #1. From Malibu Comics. I've never even read this. I don't know nothing about Gravestone, so I'm just playing with you guys. So, and then I have issue #4. So it's no yeehaw for those two books, okay? I'm just playing with y'all. But so yeah, so I'm very happy to have this back in my collection, because I didn't have a copy. So very happy to have that back in my collection. And now to figure out what I'm gonna give away. What should I give away, you guys? What you guys think? Let me think about it for a second, okay? So I decided to give away this Amazing Spider-Man 347, and the only reason why I'm giving it away is because I already have a copy. So I'm giving away the newsstand copy, and I'm keeping the direct copy. So I'm blessing someone with this newsstand. So yeah, you guys. So the way to win this book is you have to already be subscribed to my channel. You have to like this video. Make sure you leave a comment, and you have to share this video with one person. And that's it. And you're automatically entered. And good luck to everyone. So, good luck, everyone. And don't forget to enter for the other books by going to the other videos. And everyone, this video is long enough. We're about to end this. I hope everyone has a good night, a good weekend. A good week, because it's only Monday. Oh man, I had a crazy weekend, by the way. And I just want to say that if you're having a bad day, go read you a comic. It will make your day better. Take you away from the problems of reality of whatever's going on in your life at that moment. Take yourself away, read you a comic, or read you a couple of comics. And also, if you're out there hunting for comics, happy comic book hunting. Hopefully you find some gems out there. And if you have anything else you want to talk about, leave me a comment and let me know. And I will be doing some different videos real soon. I'm be trying to do another market watch. I will be doing the winners of the other books that the deadline has already passed for those books. So I will be doing that soon. And I will be doing some reviews pretty soon also, because I've been listening to your comments, and I'm definitely understand where y'all coming from, and I'm glad everyone's enjoying my channel. So thank you for the support. Peace.